Hey y'all, I'm Mandy and this is Mandy in the Making. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another winter dinners. This week the theme is easy and it's all going to be in the crock pot. I'm excited for this week's video for numerous reasons. But the biggest one is that I'm collabing with three of my very best friends. I met them because of YouTube, but we're friends in real life. We've met up numerous times. We are not friends because we just talk about YouTube. We have so much in common, but yet our lives are so very different. We were just chatting about that the other day. So today I am collaborating with Jessica, Amber, Mackenzie. If you don't know these ladies, you're missing out. And you'll love them if you like my channel. They each are very different in their own unique way, but all of them are such a blessing to me, and I know they will be to you too. They are all doing crock pot videos today too. So you're getting 3 recipes here. I think each of them is sharing 3, possibly even more. So you have got all of the crock pot inspiration coming to you today. No need to look anywhere else. Just watch each of our videos and you're set to go. I'll link all of their videos below, but be sure to go watch their videos. And if they are new to you, subscribe to their channel because I know you're gonna want to. Another reason why I'm excited about this week's video is because it's so easy. I'm doing all of our meals in the crock pot. Steven is not the largest fan of crock pot meals. He doesn't get as excited as I do, but he's not the one who has to cook everything. There's a reason why I get excited. The first meal I'm going to share with you, I recorded a few days ago, so let's jump into that one now. It's Monday, and I look a mess. I realize that, but I have been busy all day. It is early afternoon. I'm going to get dinner in the crock pot. I'm going to cook it on high for just a couple of hours. It's not going to take that long. If you've been with me for a while, then you know that one of our family favorite meals is called, what we call it, red macaroni. And I've had lots of people tell me that it's basically goulash. And I found a recipe for crock pot goulash. We're going to try that tonight. So it's a little bit different than the one that we make. If you're interested in seeing my red macaroni, I will link that video below. It was one of the very first videos I ever did on my channel. But it is a staple in our house. It's very easy. It's a go-to. And I just wanted to see how this one was. It was a little bit different ingredients, not completely different, and it goes in the crock pot. So it goes along with our theme this week. Let's get started. Okay, I am cutting this recipe in half just because we are making several recipes this week and I don't want too many leftovers. So I will have the original recipe linked below. So my skillet is heated to medium-high heat. I'm gonna add 1 pound of ground beef. Now that this is cooked down and it's almost completely done, I'm gonna add in our garlic. So I'm just gonna let this finish cooking until no pink remains. I'm not gonna have to drain it because I used really extremely lean ground beef. But if you need to drain yours, drain it before you add it to your crock pot. Okay, I'm using my smaller crock pot today just because I'm using half of the recipe. But I'm gonna add in all of my ground beef. Okay, I only need half of this can of tomato paste. I only need 3 ounces. I need 12 ounces of some type of pasta sauce. I had already opened this and we've been using it, so I'm gonna use about 12 ounces of it. We need about 1/4 to 1/3 cup of water. I'm gonna add that in. 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm not gonna drain it. A couple of teaspoons of Italian seasoning. About a tablespoon of the Dub sauce. And that's it for now. Later on, we're gonna cook our shells and then just add it in separately. But this is gonna go on high for 2 hours, or you could do it on low for 4 to 5 hours. Okay, I'll see you guys back in just a little bit. Okay, it's been a couple of hours. We're about to eat, but first I need to boil our pasta. So since I'm doing half of the recipe, I'm gonna do 1.5 cups of pasta. I'm heating up my water now, and then I'll drain it and add it into the crock pot. Okay, now I'm just adding our pasta directly into the crock pot. And I'm just gonna stir it around and let it sit for another 10 minutes or so, and then it's gonna be time to eat.
All right, let's get into this. This looks tremendous. It smells really good too.
It does.
Oh boy. It's really good. This is...
So everyone always calls our red macaroni goulash.
Right.
So this recipe is actually called goulash. So let's compare the two.
Let's have some goulash. I guess, I don't know if I've ever really had something that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that we've
I've had things that resemble goulash, but I don't think we've ever actually made goulash.
No. And the red macaroni has a layer of cheese on top, but we just added some Parmesan cheese.
Man, that marinara sauce.
Yeah, the Rayo's marinara.
That is out of this world good.
Yeah, it is.
Man, that is really, really, really good. I love that. Got a little Parmesan cheese on top, of course.
So how does it compare to red macaroni? You ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
I still like red macaroni better.
Oh, you like, okay. Cole says he likes red macaroni better. Yeah.
But this is like a decimal off.
Okay.
I would say that, yeah, I mean, they're similar.
Okay.
I feel like this has more... I just like the flavor of this. I think the flavor is a little more sophisticated because of the marinara sauce, for sure.
I think it's the marinara sauce, yeah.
But I would have to say also that the differences would have to be the cheese. So there's not
a layer of cheese.
You don't have a layer of cheese on this.
Yeah.
But I don't know that that really takes anything away from it.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there. I just think that, you know, this is probably just a little notch higher than the red macaroni.
Okay.
Just simply because of all of the ingredients that go in it.
What was that look?
He's lying.
He's lying? So Cole is very nostalgic. So once he loves something, that's it. Like, it's the top notch. So I'm gonna be the tiebreaker. Y'all ready for this? Okay, here we go. I don't know that I can be the tiebreaker. I feel like red macaroni is very different from this. Hear me out. I feel like red macaroni is a little bit thicker in consistency, and it has that layer of cheese. It's in a whole different world for me, and I think it's because I grew up with it and I just love it so much. This is more spaghetti-like in the sauce. It has a great flavor, really great flavor. So highly recommend this, but I also highly recommend my red macaroni. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's linked below. Okay, I am back for meal number 2. Tonight we are having Tuscan tortellini soup. This one is super simple. We're gonna dump everything into the crock pot with the exception of the tortellini and the spinach. We will add those closer to time to eat, but let's do it. I believe this is a 6-quart slow cooker crock pot, I'm pretty sure. To the bottom, we're gonna add 1 pound of chicken breasts. This entire container of chicken broth, you need 4 cups, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 1 small onion that I diced, a tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 cup of heavy cream, a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. We need about a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. And that is it, y'all. I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit. We're gonna put a lid on this, and this is gonna cook on high for 5 to 6 hours. We'll shred our chicken at the end of that time, and then we'll add in tortellini and some spinach. And tonight's dinner is gonna be so good. Okay, it is now time to shred our chicken. It is done cooking completely for sure. So I'm just gonna go in with this mix and chop tool. It works really well to shred chicken. Now let's add in our tortellini. You need 18 ounces of tortellini. I've just got cheese tortellini. This is refrigerated tortellini. It was not frozen. I'm sure you could use frozen, but it would probably need to cook a little bit longer because it would cool everything down so incredibly much. I'm gonna add in spinach. I am really weird. Let me know below if you're weird too, like me, and you don't like the stems. Not a fan of the stems. So I'm just gonna stand here and kind of tear off stems and add it in. And I'll meet you back here in just a little bit. It says to let it cook for another hour. I don't know if I'll let it cook for another hour entirely because I'm hungry, but there we go.
Oh, wow. Yes, that's good. That's soup. Lots of flavor in that. Wow. So that Tuscan flavor is definitely in there. It's got that tomato-y, creamy.
Yes.
And then you got the tortellini with the little surprise inside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm excited to try this. It smells so good. Like, it smells tomatoey, but it also smells very creamy. It just, the house has been smelling amazing. So I'm going to give it a try. Cole isn't here, unfortunately. I think he would really like this one.
Can I help you? Do you need something? You don't need nothing. Lou.
This is something you would get at an Italian restaurant good. Oh man, this would be perfect on a really cool fall day or winter day. It's pretty. Let's see if you can tell. Can you tell it's pretty?
On any day.
It's pretty overcast outside, so it seems like a really good day, even though it's still almost 80 degrees outside.
Little girl.
Okay, it is our third meal of the week, and if you are new here, that means it's Subby Supper night. Subby Supper just stands for Subby is subscribers. They send in their favorite recipes, so I've got a new one for you tonight. So this Subby Supper was sent to me back in November of last year, so even if you have sent me one a long time ago, I may still end up using it. I went in search of, I just did like a search through all my emails for Crockpot meals, and I found this one, and it was just so different than any other Crockpot dinner that I've ever made. So I was like, you know what? Let's give this one a try. So this comes from Abby. Abby is a first grade teacher. Her and her husband have 5 kids, and she originally got this recipe from a Skinny Crockpot cookbook, and she said she's tweaked it over the years to make it their own. And it's one that her whole family loves, and it's one of those rare ones that you enjoy eating the leftovers of too. She says she loves to throw this in the crock pot, then go to work and come home and have dinner ready. She's done it with frozen chicken, fresh chicken, either way. She said they serve theirs on top of whole wheat spaghetti. I plan to serve ours with rice this evening, but I think you could do it with mashed potatoes. You could do it with anything like that on the side, but this is balsamic chicken. Oh, and she did mention that leftovers are really great on tortillas or even on top of a salad as like the protein for it. So there's a little tip for you. Let's make this. We have very minimal prep for this. We're gonna be slicing half an onion, and I've got 5 garlic cloves here that I'm going to mince. Okay, I had a very sweet subscriber mail me a couple of boxes of slow cooker liners, and she didn't know that I was out, but I was out. So I was very excited to have some for tonight. But I'm gonna add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to the bottom. And then I'm just gonna place my chicken breasts right on top of that. These are pretty thick chicken breasts, and we just need 3 since there's just 3 of us. Now we're just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper on top of our chicken. We're gonna top that with our onion and our garlic. Now we're gonna add our balsamic vinegar. You need either a 1/2 or 3/4 a cup. Now it's time for our seasonings. I'm gonna add in about a 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, about a teaspoon of dried rosemary leaves, a generous teaspoon of each oregano and basil, and a generous teaspoon of Italian seasoning. We're going to top it all with 2 cans of petite diced tomatoes. We are not gonna drain the juice off. We're just gonna add that straight in. Okay, y'all, that is it. This is gonna go on low for about 6 hours or high for about 4 hours. I'm gonna do the high option. Okay, our chicken is done. I've turned it over to warm. It's only been about 3 hours, but it is done completely. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start on some jasmine rice. I'm gonna do 1 cup of jasmine rice. I'm gonna rinse it really well, add it here to my Instant Pot, and then I'm also gonna add 1 1/4 cups of water. Okay, so I let this slow release for about 10 minutes. It should be done. I'm gonna let the rest of the pressure out. There's not much left. And our jasmine rice will be done. This is done. That can only mean one thing. Let's eat.
This falls apart being in the crock pot. Smells delicious. Yeah. Lots of herb flavors in this. That is really coming out. And then the balsamic hits you. Really good. Very, very good flavors here. Yeah, definitely get that balsamic vinegar flavor. And then you mix that in with the tomatoes and the herbs and everything. It's really good. Well,
I'm excited to give this one a try. Our house has been smelling so good today. So, well, Abby, I see why your family loves this one. We cannot get enough of it.
It's good.
It is so, so tasty. I love the flavors. It's such a bright dish. It has so much really, it's an Italian flavor, obviously, because we have so many of the Italian herbs in it, but it's just so light.
You know what would be good?
What would be good?
Some feta cheese on top of this.
I wish I had some. I would grab it.
Would be good, wouldn't it?
It would be good. So a lot of you are new and you have asked me about Gracie. Let me just kind of give you a rundown. We got her when she was around a year old. She was a rescue. Another family had rescued her, but they were not cat people. So they were looking for someone to take her. So we took her when she was about a year old. She's coming up on 18. She's got some high blood pressure going on. She's got some kidney issues going on, and her eyesight is going. So she always looks like she has those big cartoon eyes because she can't see as well anymore. She's an old girl. Are you an old lady? So that's why her pupils are always dilated. That's why. Yeah. Oh, she's a sweet girl. Okay, I wanted to show y'all this because I realized I haven't shown it on here. I showed it on Instagram, but not here. I did finally get a rug for this space and I love it. I got it from Boutique Rugs. I'm gonna link it below. I've also got a discount code for you if you want to use it to get 60% off. And I'll link this exact rug and then just their website, but I love it. I feel like it was made for this room. The colors just match perfectly. And even when you pull the chairs out, they don't come off the rug. It's the perfect rug for this space. So anyway, they have so many to choose from on their website. This is not sponsored by them. They were just very nice. I reached out to them and asked them for a code. I bought this with my own money. They did not send it to me, but I've got a code for y'all just in case you're interested. Isn't it beautiful? Thank y'all so much for watching. If you are new here, if you came over from one of the other girls' channels, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Go check out their videos. And now it's time for bloopers. Bye.
Close that door. Thank you. Pick up that ladle. Open that lid. Great job. Stir that up. Smile real big and tell me you love me.
I love you. Y'all, I hope you know he's just kidding, right? You know. you know.
Stir that real good.
Wow.
I mean, you can make this on Halloween Day, Christmas Day, even Arbor Day.
Keep fogging up my glass. Can't see.
Feta makes everything better. Except for peanut butter.
Ew. Peanut butter and feta?
I mean, we could try it.
I don't think that would be very good.